audience. I am the lyricist.
Hey everybody, what is happening? East, I am back with some Madden Ultimate Team content, and tonight they finally released the Team of the Year blog. We now know the players that are going to be in this. I imagine it'll be released tomorrow. But let's take a look at the players that they did select. So first off, right off the bat, we're getting a quarterback. I thought they should have went Carson Palmer, but they chose to go Russell Wilson. He's going to be the money maker out there. Obviously, the game caters to roll out players and that sort of stuff, so they like that, and they know this guy will make more money. And I get it. The pocket quarterback stuff is kind of rare in there. And Russell had a great comeback to the end of the year, so it's not a total shocker there, though. I think. But again, I think Carson still deserved that. But move on to the next one. Go to the halfback out here. And now for your halfback, you're going to be getting Doug Martin. And I know that one's kind of tough between Adrian Peterson and, like I said, Gurley, but that just means basically Adrian Peterson's going to get the team, the honors card, and Gurley's going to probably get the Rookie of the Year or all-rookie type card, which leaves Doug Martin, who was the next best guy out of the bunch. So hopefully he'll be pretty good. You take a look at some of the stuff he had already. So hopefully they give him a good speed boost at least. You would like to see that out of the guy. Anybody at that level. Sometimes they still give these guys like 94. So hopefully he's got at least a decent burst on him. Now at wide receiver 1, we are going to have DeAndre Hopkins. They already released him. He was an early release, so no big shock there. At wide receiver number 2, they are going to give us a new Brandon Marshall a card. He's going to be a 95 overall. And sorry, I kind of skipped through the others. The Russell Wilson's a 95, and Doug Martin's a 94, and Hopkins is a 96. I'll make sure and get those in the rest. But this is one of the ones I was hoping for. I thought I picked him to be my third. I thought if they went 3 receivers, he'd be my third. So I sold the Marshall I had. So looking forward to that. Not 95 is going to be amazing. I imagine if the price isn't too bad, he'll be my number 1 just for what he normally does with a blocking and receiving. And now at wide receiver number 3, you're looking at Tyler Lockett. He's going to be a 91 overall. I'm guessing they just put this out for a special teams, more of just a kick return. There's probably obviously a 99 kick returner. You can get a lot of those out there. Kind of an odd choice. I mean, he did do some good things, but he wasn't even the best receiver on his own team. Let's get real. So this one's odd unless they're just saying that they only gave us a third receiver for special teams. And next up at tight end, you were going to get Tyler Eifert. You know what? Guy had a really good year. I kind of spaced on him a little bit with the guys I was thinking about they would put out there because I thought Jordan Reed would be a guy, or even Barnage. But I really do actually like this choice. I'm glad I was wrong on this one, especially because this card should be great. I actually did like this Team of the Week version of it with his side. If they give him the proper speed burst, maybe even a little bit more run blocking, everybody will like that. And we'll see the route on it. We'll see what they really do. It's going to be a 93 overall, so maybe it's not going to be blowing anything away. But again, we are also going to get a new Gronkowski card on Friday. They're going to give us the Football Outsiders Gronkowski card. So that one, might be a way to go. Left tackle is going to be Joe Thomas. I'll go through the linemen here really quick. He's going to end up getting a 95 overall, so that should be pretty nice, pretty beastly. At left tackle, we're going to have 94 overall, Mike Iupati. He's going to be really solid in the run blocking department. Hopefully his pass blocking isn't too bad because that's normally where the guy lacks at. He wasn't that bad for the Cardinals in that end this year, but I know that's one of the big sticks on him. At center, we are going to get Ryan Kalil. Just a beast, obviously. Easy choice out there for them to make. There's a couple centers they could put in, but nothing wrong with this guy at all. At right guard, we're going to get Marshall Janna. Not a big shocker there. I think that most people would have anticipated in that spot, but he's going to get himself a 93 overall, or sorry, a 96 overall. Kalil was a 94. Iupati was a 94. But yeah, so he's going to get the highest grade out of any of the players out there. Only Hopkins has another 96. So out of all the guys. So I'm surprised to see some 93s and 94s really out here. That's just kind of odd to me, but they're really slow rolling it this year. And at right tackle, we're going to get a 93 overall Bulaga. Again, a 93 is kind of odd out there. They've really have not really delivered in the department as far as the right tackles go. It's just really odd. So I was hoping to pick up maybe a Lane Johnson or something. Hopefully Bulaga's decent, but this one really shouldn't kill the price market of those cards. Some of them will. A lot of them will, but this one really doesn't. All right, now to the defensive side of the ball. On the left end out there, we're going to get a new Muhammad Wilkerson, 94 overall. I told everybody to get that 91 Team of the Week. That was a great card. You know, and J.J. Watt will get the honors card, so that's no big shock there. So Wilkerson being the next guy, that's a great card for me. You know, I'm looking forward to getting that one. All right, at defensive tackle number 1, they're going to give us Geno Atkins. Geno's going to get a 96 overall. You know, one of the more higher cards out there, so that should be pretty good. At defensive tackle number 2, kind of the one I figured they were going to get would be Aaron Donald. Again, he's been a beast, probably the best defensive line, one of the best all year round. So well deserving of that card. And at right end, we are going to get Ziggy Ansah. He was the second choice. I had Mac picked above him, but Mac will more likely get an honors card, so it makes sense that Zeke here is going to get this one. So should be more of a 4-3 guy. So they're going to give us a 3-4 left end and a 4-3 right end, kind of a mix between the tackles. At left outside linebacker, we're going to get a Jamie Collins. Ziggy was a 95, and the Jamie Collins out here is going to be a 94 overall. You know, I thought this one they could have probably went a couple different ways. Thomas Davis would have been good. I thought they were going to go with, you know, Von Miller, but he just got that Team of the Week card. So Jamie's going to get himself a 94. Should be pretty good. He's a really good hybrid type player. So I'll be interested in seeing the stats they give him. Let's see, over here, middle linebacker, only going to be one middle linebacker, and they're going to give us Clay Matthews. I don't really think he's that deserving of it, to be honest. He's just more of a popular player. He's a good player, very good player, but this is probably more of a popularity pick than anything. I thought there was probably a couple other directions they could have went with this, and he gets the pick, which is, but again, EA is going to pull a couple on there. They are trying to make money. It's not always about the best players, and again, there's honors cards coming out, stuff like that. All right, and that Clay was going to be a 94, and at 93 overall for this guy, DeMarcus Ware, right outside linebacker. Not really, yeah, he's been good, but I wonder if they just slid this one in near the end because of how he did in the playoff game, perhaps. You know, he's been good. I didn't really think he was deserving of this one either, but you know, it could have went to a couple ways. Levante David should have got the card over him. I forget the guy on the the Jaguars right now, excuse me, but that guy should have got it also over him. But I think it was Telvin Smith. Is that right, Telvin Smith, the Jaguars guy? But either way, moving on. At cornerback number 1, we're going to get a 93 overall. So again, a 93 overall. So some of these not as great. This is a real shocker here. I do really like Talib's cards. I thought he kind of had a down year compared to how he has played. Not a big shock that they gave it to him because, again, his cards are normally beastly. So, I mean, it might be one I go after even though it's just a 93. Take a look at the stats on that. He's normally really strong, plays really good. But I guess we'll see when those stats come out. At cornerback number 2, we're going to get Richard Sherman. So we already know that one. That would have came out like 92 speed. He's got good stats across the board. It should be good for a Sherman card. But again, we did hear about this one early, so no big surprise there. The only thing I think that would be is that somebody like Marcus Peters not getting a card. Josh Norman, I could have seen them possibly giving another one out there, but maybe some of those again could be honors cards coming those directions also. Neither of these two that they picked for corners were really in the top of their class, I thought, but judging with the popularity in Mutt, they're both deserving of new cards. Okay, at free safety, we're going to get Reggie Nelson. He was one of the two I was thinking we were going to get that. He had a lot of picks this year. Really good season, so not a big surprise on that one. Again, like all these, look for the stats. He's going to be a 94 overall. And finally, the guy who gets the highest grade out of these is going to be a 97 overall, Kam Chancellor. Not deserving of the card at all. Missed some games, you know, holding out, doing all what he did. But again, this is a Mutt choice, not really a best guy, a player choice always. Rashad Jones, I'm sorry, easily should have had this card over him, but maybe Rashad's getting an honors. I don't know if he really would get one. But Cam does have that hit power we all love. He's normally a little slow. And the play rec is normally a little off on there. But hell, if they want to beast that card out and make them worthwhile, we'll all be happy playing with Cam. No one's going to complain when you get in the cards. I don't think he deserves a spot, but that could be said across. So you're going to get a Bailey kicker, For the Cowboys, I could care less, and whoever the Johnny Hecker for, what was that, the Rams punter. So yeah, whatever, punter, kicker, whatever. And they are going to have a master collection coming out. That's going to be, there's going to be the elite one, and they'll announce who that is tomorrow. Who that could be? Who knows? Maybe they'll put Kam in that, but more likely he gets MVPs. But I'm sure it'll be a popular player, whoever it is. That said, so I just want to give a review of all the players tomorrow. Hopefully this hits out. We're going to start getting this open. When I wake up, if they got a bundle for it, we'll be getting that big bundle. Try and get our first, team of the year player. So until then, man, we'll see you guys tomorrow.